Don't forget to get your copy of the Doctor of Disasters book, Emergency Incident Management Systems, at Amazon.com. As we start this special on how America got broken, let's look at the executive summary. It's important to realize that both Republicans and Democrats are responsible for the dividing of America. There's been a lack of decorum and respect, which has led to a breakdown between the parties. And that has transferred to the individuals, the citizens, we the people. Additionally, and we'll talk about this in the next episode, that groups of Americans are being ignored by politicians, and because of that, it has led to frustration and anger on both sides. Now, some of this we will cover in this episode. It was George Santayana who said, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." And we as a people need to remember the past to change our future. Albert Einstein is credited with saying the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We need to change the way we do business. The events of January 6th, 2021 has proven to us that America is broken. On that day, citizens broke into the Capitol building, the House and the Senate, and they were intent on stopping the government from certifying an elector. If we look back in history, we can see people like JFK and Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, and Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan, John Kerry and George W. Bush, John McCain, Barack Obama and Mitt Romney are cordial. While they are in a battle for the president, they are still cordial and they get along. And this is evident from the smiles and the handshakes that we see. But where did this all start? While there were instances prior to the Clintons, America started to really decline during the Clinton era. This is evident from how bad things went. The soon-to-be president, Bill Clinton, lost New Hampshire after accusations of whitewater. Even so, he came from behind and won the presidential election. Even though he won the election, there was backbiting and rumors and innuendos about his complicity in the Whitewater scandal. In order to try and put these to rest, he asked then Attorney General Janet Reno to investigate the Whitewater accusations. She appointed Robert Fisk on January 12th of 1994, and Fisk, before the end of the year, had decided he didn't want to go any further. So Ken Starr was appointed, and Ken Starr went through all of the information and did a total investigation, an investigation that took 4 years. And we got the final report on Whitewater, and there was nothing there. Then in January 20th of 1998, we saw the Monica Lewinsky scandal attributed to Bill Clinton. This led to an impeachment hearing that was very partisan. Let's listen.
Guilty. Mr. Warner. Mr. Warner, not guilty. Mr. Wellstone. Mr. Wellstone, not guilty. Mr.
not guilty. Mr. Cochran. Mr. Cochran, guilty. Ms. Collins. Ms. Collins.
Mr. Roth, Mr. Santorum, Mr. Sarbanes, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Sessions, Mr. Shelby, Mr. Smith of New Hampshire.
I find it ironic that some of those names that were in the Senate at that time are still there. Now, when we got to President Bush didn't face much criticism. He did face criticism, but because America was united against those that attacked the Twin Towers on 9/11 in the Pentagon, Americans were not as divided. However, that quickly changed when Barack Obama was elected. Barack Obama faced many people that felt he was not supposed to be president. In fact, there were people that sued all the way up to the Supreme Court. Then there were people such as Donald Trump who said that Barack Obama was not capable of being president because he wasn't born in the United States. They even said that his birth certificate was a fraud. That was not the end of it. This was only the tip of the iceberg. President Obama faced a lot of criticisms throughout his presidency. Let's listen to some of them.
Okay, I've heard you. All right. Okay. I understand. Listen, hold on, young lady, don't just start yelling, young ladies. Hey, sir, why don't you sit down too? Listen. Here, can I just say this? All right, I've listened to you. I heard you. All right. Now I've been respectful. I let you holler. All right. So. Let me. Nobody's removing you. I've heard you, but you've got to listen to me too. All right. So, and I understand you may disagree. But we've got to be able to talk honestly about these issues. As any middle-class family will tell you, we are not. I hear you. I got you. No, this is fine. Wait. We're okay. It's okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey. Hold on a minute. Sir. Hold on. So, now, hold on a second. Can I just say that as hecklers go, that young lady was very polite. She was. And, she brought up an issue of importance, and that's part of what America's all about. Americans is... Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, you know what? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hey. Yeah, listen. You're in my house. And you don't start. You don't. No, no, no. Come on. It's not. You know what? It's not respectful when you get invited to somebody. You're not gonna get a good response from me by interrupting me like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. No, no. No. Shame on you. You shouldn't be doing this. Come on. Can we escort this person out? Come on. You can either stay and be quiet, or we'll have to take you out. All right. Can we have this person removed, please? There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This too is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
Nearing the end of his term, the presidential election came down to President Trump and Hillary Clinton. And this was a very, very divisive election. And people were going to both of their political rallies and acting out. And then Hillary Clinton did something that really upset about half of the Americans. She said,
"We are living in a volatile political environment." You know, to just be grossly generalistic, you could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right? The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it. And unfortunately, there are people like that.
Despite the battle between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump won the presidency. This was just the beginning. You see, anytime something happened to one side, whether Republican or Democrat, one party always tried to one-up the other one. So as soon as Donald Trump won the election, there was voices heard everywhere. Not my president. He's a fraud. He didn't win the election. There was cheating. All kinds of chaos ensued. On his inauguration day, they protested. They burnt cars. As this picture shows, they burned a limousine. They called him a Nazi. They tried everything in their power to make his life miserable. Additionally, they called him illegitimate, and approximately half of America was not happy with his choice. CNN reported that a total of 214 people were indicted on felony charges because of Inauguration Day protests. And on the day that some Congress people were elected, we heard things like this.
And when your son looks at you and says, "Mama, look, you won," bullies don't win. And I said, "Baby, they don't, because we're gonna go in there, we're gonna impeach the mother."
And celebrities said things like this.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. But I know that this won't change anything.
Donald Trump is the single most unqualified human being to ever assume the presidency of the United States. He's mentally unfit. Not only does he not understand how government works, but he has no interest in trying to find out how government works in America.
It didn't take long before Democratic leaders and President Trump had arguments. And quite frankly, a lack of decor on both sides. And different principles led them to not work together. Let's listen to the argument that stirred them up.
Agreement on other things that are really good. Nancy, would you like to say something?
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to meet with you so that we can work together in a bipartisan way to meet the needs of the American people. I think the American people recognize that we must keep government open, that a shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House, you have the Senate, you have the House of Representatives, you have the votes. You should pass it right now.
No, we don't have the votes, Nancy, because in the Senate we need 60 votes.
No, but in the House.
And we don't
you
have.
could bring it up right now.
Yeah, but
today.
I can't, excuse me, but I can't get it passed in the House if it's not going to pass in the Senate. I don't want to waste time.
Well, the fact is, you can get it started that way.
The House we could get passed very easily,
Okay,
and we
then
do.
do it. Then
But
do
the
it.
problem is the Senate, because we need 10 Democrats to vote,
No,
and
that's
they
not
won't
the
vote.
point, Mr. President. The point is that there are equities to be weighed. And we're here to have a conversation in a
Correct.
prayerful way, so I don't think we should have a debate in front of the press on this. But the fact is, the House Republicans could bring up this bill, if they had the votes, immediately and set the tone for what you want.
If we thought we were going to get it passed in the Senate, Nancy, we would do it immediately. We'd get it passed very easily in the House.
No, that's
We
not
would
the
get
point.
it, Nancy, I'd have it passed in 2 seconds. It doesn't matter, though, because we can't get it passed in the Senate because we need 10 Democrat votes.
Well,
That's the problem.
again, let us have our conversation, then we
That's
can
right.
meet with the press again. But the fact is that legislating, which is what we do.
Right.
You begin, you make your point, you state your case. That's what the House Republicans could do, if they had the votes. But there are no votes in the House, a majority of votes, for a wall, no matter where you start.
right. You don't have
If I needed the votes for the wall in the House, I would have them in one session,
Well, then
would
go
be
do
done.
it. Go do it.
It doesn't help because we need 10 Democrats in
No,
the
don't put
Senate.
it on the Senate, put
course.
it on the negotiation.
Okay, let me ask you this, and we're doing this in a very friendly manner. It doesn't help for me to take a vote in the House where I will win easily with the Republicans.
You will not win.
It doesn't help to take that vote because I'm not going to get the vote
Don't put
of
it
the
on
Senate. I need
Mr.
10
President.
senators. That's the
Mr.
problem.
President, you have the White House, you have the Senate.
I have the
you
White House. The White
of
House is done,
Representatives.
and the House would give me the vote if I wanted it. But I can't because
Well,
I
you
need,
can't-
Nancy, I
you
need 10
can't.
votes from Chuck.
No,
All right, let me
Mr.
say
President,
something
let me just say one
Go
thing. The fact is, you do not have the votes in the House.
Nancy, I do. And we need
Well, let's
border
take the
security.
vote, we'll
Nancy,
find out.
Nancy, we need border security. It's very simple.
Of course we do.
We need border security.
do.
People are pouring into our country, including terrorists. We have terrorists. We caught 10 terrorists over the last short period of time. 10. These are very serious people. Our border agents, all of our law enforcement has been incredible what they've done. But we caught 10 terrorists. These are people that were looking to do harm. We need the wall. We need, more important than anything, we need border security, of which the wall is just a piece. But it's important. Chuck, did you want to say
Yeah,
something?
here's what I want to say. We have a lot of disagreements here. The Washington Post today gave you a whole lot of Pinocchios because they say you constantly misstate how much the wall is built, how much of the wall is built and how much is there. But that's not the point here. We have a disagreement about the wall,
Washington
whether
Post.
it's effective or whatever. Not on border security, but on the wall. We do not want to shut down the government. You have called 20 times to shut down the government. You say, I want to shut down the government. We don't. We want to come to an agreement. If we can't come to an agreement, we have solutions that will pass the House and Senate right now and will not shut down the government, and that's what we're urging you to do. Not threaten to shut down the government,
You don't
because you,
wanna
let me
shut
just
down the
finish,
government, Chuck.
because you can't get
The
your
last
way.
time you shut it down, you
Yeah,
got
let
killed.
me say something, Mr. President. You just say my way or we'll shut down the government. We have a proposal that Democrats and Republicans will support to do a CR that will not shut down the government. We urge you to take
And
it.
if it's not good border security, I
It
won't
is
take it.
very good border
And if it's not
security.
good border
That's what the
security,
border
I won't
security
take it.
asked for.
It's what the
Because
board.
when you look at these numbers of the effectiveness of our border security, and when you look at the job that we're doing
You
with our
just said it is
military,
effective.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, you just said it's
Without
effective.
a wall, these are only areas where you have the walls.
We wanna do
Where
this-
you have walls, Chuck, it's effective.
We-
Where you don't have walls, it is not effective.
Yeah.
That's going to have border
And it's the
security.
same board, you're bragging about what has been done.
By us.
We want to do the same thing we did last year, this year. That's our proposal. If it's good then, it's good now, and it won't shut down the government.
Chuck, we can build a
But that's
much
it.
bigger
Let's-
section
let's
with
debate-
more money.
let's debate in
Okay.
private, okay? Yeah, let's debate in
That
private.
is devoid.
And then shortly after that, at the State of the Union, Nancy Pelosi ripped up the president's speech behind his back. Stars were coming out of the woodwork. Let's listen to Robert De Niro.
I'm going to say one thing. F Trump.
While celebrities disparaged politicians, so did other politicians against a sitting president.
Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And, of course, there was the impeachment of President Trump, the first impeachment. Now, depending on which side you're on, you may believe that these were bogus charges, or you may believe that he should have been impeached. No matter what your side, we can see the divisiveness that has happened throughout the years. It continues to get worse because everyone tries to one-up the other side. In the future, we will be talking about how the media has played a role, how social media has played a role, and various other issues. In our next episode, we will discuss how the American people feeling that they are not heard has caused a huge problem and played a large part in breaking America. So that is it for this part of the series, and we will see you next week, maybe before. Until then, be safe. Doctor of Disaster is a wholly owned subsidiary of Warnick & Associates Incorporated.